Hello everyone, this is the shipping container shop update number 2. We've got quite a bit to share with you. The last 3 days or so we've been working on, I've had between 4 and 3 people here helping me, including myself, put this shipping container cover on that you see above us. It's all in place. We'll put some pictures and videos in of the craning. We used Kenworth to put all of this up. This building's like 25 feet tall or something like that, and we've managed to do it with this, so that was pretty cool. We'll put those videos and clips in now. We got all the panels up, we got everything bolted down except for there's a few bolts we haven't gotten to yet. Just ran out of time. It's Sunday now, and we work Saturday, but it's not going anywhere, kind of thing. We got, I think there's like 2,800 bolts in this thing, and we probably got like 2,400, 2,600 of them in, kind of thing. So we got a little bit of tightening to do next week. I rented a man lift, which was super handy. We were able to work on the top just by walking around up there, and then the sides on an extension ladder, and then the man lift was on the inside. So you have to have somebody on the outside pushing the nut through, holding it while you put a nut on the flange nut on the back side, and I used a cordless drill and then set it to a certain torque so that it squished the washer. There's like a neoprene washer, just like how a roofing sheet metal screw works. It just kind of sits up against it. You don't want it over tight because then it swells and blisters and doesn't do its job in like a short amount of time. So we set it at like number 7 or something like that on the drill, which was helpful. I guess our next update too as well would probably be the containers. So this is the blue one on the right side. We got some work done on this in the past couple of weeks. So there is material rack. I don't have power or lights out here yet, so that's coming, but the material rack got moved from one of our other containers to this one. It's getting there. It's pretty well organized. Just basically by the shape, and then little subcategories. Like we have a ton of 3/4 inch square bar, so there's some here, but we have a ton over there. So we're talking about maybe making another shelf or something in there eventually, just to kind of subdivide things. So you're not pulling a million of these little guys out to get to, you know, the 1 piece, 1.5 inches you have. So yeah, this shelf's totally full pretty much. There's a few minor things we can do, but we'll have to build more shelves eventually for other stuff. This is all material that is just kind of, we have it, you know, it's just for repairs, leftovers, building my own stuff, stuff you come across over the years. So yeah, there's I try to keep a little bit of everything because some of the easiest, like some of the hardest jobs are made easy by having what you need, if that makes sense. Down here is a little side update. We ordered some dies, press brake tooling dies from China, so they came in. Haven't even opened the box yet, but there's probably some videos coming on that, so look forward to that. So I'm assuming press brakes, it punches on the top and the dies on the bottom, and so that's 3 sections of bottom. I hope it is, at least that's what I bought, of multi-sided dies, so you can have different openings for different widths. So there's like 8 openings or something on those, so that's pretty cool. Waited for 3 months for those to show up. We got spray foam, just like 1 inch or 2 of I believe it's closed cell spray foam. The reason being behind this is that when it goes from like nighttime to daytime in these things, a lot of time the ceilings will start to drip with condensation. Same thing with that building, it'll be the same thing if it's sealed. If it's open, it's not so bad, but when the doors are closed and everything like that, there's still vents in the walls, but this just stops the water from like, it'll actually, on like days where the temperature fluctuates a lot, it'll actually start to, like you get like a 20 or 30 degree temperature range from the night to day. It'll start dripping on all the material, and you know, for the not a lot of money that it costs, it's a good investment to try to do it on every container you get. So the rack goes back 24 feet or 20, I think this is 20 feet that it hangs off the little bit left. These are 24-foot long pieces. Then We still have a little bit of material to organize. Like I said before, we've got all kinds of random stuff, D-rings, casters, drawer slides, random things, pieces of chain, stuff like that, where you're little, like you need a little repair item. It's all there. Sheet metal, aluminum, heavier sheet metal. These are all off-cut pieces. So we have a plate rack I'll show you outside too as well. And then our very long-standing off-cut rack, or short rack I guess you call it. Anything under like 2 feet goes on here. So these are all just random pieces of square tubing, aluminum, galvanized, sheet metal, cutting edges, ears off of excavators, big chunky pieces, aluminum pieces, round pieces, angle iron, channel, everything. If this, to some people this is going to be unappealing. There's aluminum up top too. To some people this is going to be like not good kind of thing. I've heard a lot of welder guys talk about like oh, just throw it away, you know, like buy more material for the next job kind of thing. And I agree with you unless you have the space and the time to organize it. And I feel like this is really well organized, because like if I wanted to find something, say like a piece of 1-inch square tubing or something like that, I know that it's not going to be steel square tubing. I know it's not going to be in the circle pile or the angle pile. I know it's not going to be in the sheet metal random offcuts. So then I know that the square tubing gets progressively smaller, so I need a piece of 1-inch. There it is. As long as things stay organized. Again, this isn't, we moved most of the stuff in here. We didn't organize it in the best fashion, but as I go through, I'll also throw stuff away. Anybody who works with me or for me is afraid to throw stuff out, because I don't want to do that ever. So I will go through. Like if I decide I'm like, oh, we don't need this little piece of this, I'll toss it, kind of thing. I'm in here every day. So yeah, random bits of sheet metal and expanded steel and all that kind of stuff over there. This is all just stuff that you can pick up by hand and throw on the plasma table, or you need like a piece of steel to cover something. Like that's an old loader edge bucket, but you throw that on the ground so you don't destroy the concrete. Or if you're arc gouging next to something, or you say you're arc gouging a bucket in the shop and the plasma cutter's right there, push that against the plasma cutter so that all the stuff bounces off that, not the plasma cutter. So, and it's like, everything in here is light enough that one guy can pick it up. We'll move on to the center of the container, talk about what's going on there. So we're back in the center section here, and so this is a 40-foot by, I think it's like 35 feet or something like that, 25-foot tall ceilings. The exciting part about this is I can use my Kenworth inside. Eventually this will be sealed in, right? But it's kind of like a California bay right now, or whatever you want to call it. But I can use my crane inside fairly well extended. And a big thing I've been putting off for a long time, I've been saving pieces for it and doing things as economically as possible. We started to put together a plate rack. I used to have I still have it, but I used to have a standing plate rack where you put everything in like this, and then you'd put a plate clamp in and pull it out vertically. So now this is the first horizontal cantilever style one I got. This is just pieces that we've been sticking together for a little while. Anytime we come across something, it's not pretty or anything like that. I'm putting a piece of 1.25" 4x8 sheet on the bottom as a counterweight. I don't own that piece of metal. That's for a customer, and it's been sitting here for a long time, and I'm just going to put it to use as that, and we're going to tack it to the wall. I don't even know if it's going to live here, but it is here right now because we are moving things away from that shop and moving them into this shop. So the floor in here is not going to get done anytime soon, and if it does, if it's just going to be something compacted, we'll just compact around it, and if it's concrete, then I'll move it out. So we still have to add gussets to this. This is still in work in progress, but I'm really excited about this, to be able to come in here and either use my crane or my skid steer or whatever to load this, grab pieces of material as I need them. If it's something that's really, really heavy, I can use my magnetic clamp or just a set of forks or whatever. We're trying to keep it light, like just a few pieces on each kind of thing, so that you're not like burying good material. So the idea with this one is anything that you can't really carry by hand can go on that rack. So we use a plasma table for a lot of stuff. So anything that's you don't want to try and carry by hand can go on there. Some 14 gauge there. There's some more 14 gauge in the shop. Whole bunch of aluminum. Some of that smaller stuff can probably go in the container still, but we're still getting organized. There's some 1/2 and 3/8. All those, you know, some AR plate. All that stuff can go on that rack, live on that rack. Hopefully it'll be closed in enough to be safe for the winter time. But I'll be honest with you, 2 of those sheets sat out all last winter. So like, I'm not looking to not have rusty material, because I can do my best to sort some of it, but like, I can't save it all. So a lot of this stuff goes into loader buckets, goes into things that live outside, so I'm not really worried about it. So on the other side of the container shop, there's a black container here, and where we were just standing over there, there's going to be a red container. The idea with these is this one has a man door, the other one's going to get one. It's messy, so don't judge me, but it's just storage. We got firewood there, all like electrical drops, a little press, lots of tools and random stuff like fishing gear and all that kind of stuff that you don't use all the time, but you can't like give it away or throw it away or whatever. And then yeah, we do fill it full of firewood in the winter time. It's a little far from the house now, so we might come up with a better solution for that, but maybe I'll put a wood stove in one of these containers too as well. So I have a few of them laying around. Good storage for tools and things and stuff, and it's not that organized, but you get the idea. So we'll have one of these here. There's lights and insulation and sheeting in that one, so that one doesn't have to be storage. We could convert it into a warm space like an office or something, but no plans to yet. So there'll be a red one over there doing the same thing, small opening in between. So this is our next project. This is what the container shop came in, was a container. So this space is just brand new to me as of the last couple of days. We've got a roll-up door, like a black corrugated roll-up door, 5x6. That's gonna go on this wall so that you can walk through the center of the container into this space. I'm still working on ideas of how I want to lay this out. I think I know that I want to eventually have it insulated and stuff. So I'm going to frame it before I spray foam it. The other one I'm not framing because it's not connected to anything else. I'm thinking roll-up door here, and then we're going to connect this wall and the other wall of the red container. Insulation and power and heat and everything like that. So we're going to try and connect from this one into the orange one. So it'll be like a bigger, more open space kind of thing. Maybe just have like a doorway. No, I don't really feel like I need a door between the two, and then I'll have a door between the black one. So you can seal it all up. You can be working in there, it's cold, rainy, whatever. Have that door closed and have, I don't know, 16 by 40 foot space to do light stuff, you know, like light welding, light machining, and good storage too as well. That's probably what this is gonna end up being. The orange one is going to be like a workspace / storage space. So we'll probably put racking in here and frame it and all that kind of stuff. But I'm really happy with how everything's going so far. I've got a van body trailer, like a 53-foot trailer. I'm going to try and get most of the stuff out of there and get that trailer going, because it's an eyesore, and it was a cheaper alternative before I could do this. So get that going, get some more parking space, and go through all that junk and anything that's worth keeping and saving and using and stuff. We'll organize and catalog in here. Can't think of a whole lot else that that we have done on this unit so far. It's only been a couple of weeks since our last update, so I am pretty excited about the door, 5x6 door. It was cheap. I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna put a door frame in. I already have the door frame built. We're just gonna weld it in, and if it sucks, then I'll just make a door. Like, I'll just fill that space with the material we took out of here, and we'll just make like a barn door or something. But I'm hoping this is cool, because it was cheap and it looks cool. So yeah, so look forward to those next updates, and I'm sure you guys are gonna have some questions, because this is pretty confusing. So send me comment, do the talking underneath. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you see anything that I'm doing wrong, or you see anything that you like, or any questions you guys got. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have subscribed, thank you. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.